What's going on, Scorpio? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right in. I saw a card. There you go. This card was flipped over, and this card was flipped over. Very interesting. So 6 of Wands, the Tower. Wow, the Emperor, 10 of Swords. Warning sign right now. Warning sign that some sort of event, some sort of shock, some sort of unpredicted, unexpected energy of a situation about to arise. Now, this is a warning sign because all Spirit's telling you right now is expect this. Whatever this is that comes into your life, expect something unexpected and expect it to happen and expect for you to really at first be taken back, surprised, shocked, even something that you may look at it as a curse, but it's actually a blessing. It's all about how you're looking at the situation. What is your perspective, right? Is it happening to you or for you? Is it a curse or a blessing? Is your glass half empty or full, right? A lot of good energy I pick up from this situation. And you got to understand that when the situation arises, there's always something you can do. For example, something unexpected, right? So say if you're driving, you get a flat tire, boom, unexpected, shock to the system. Now, you may tell yourself, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? This is horrible, the universe hates me, I can't believe this is happening, right? This is all the stuff that you don't have control over. But instead of that, if you tell yourself, okay, so I don't have control over what took place, but I do have control over how I react, right? And how you react is the lesson here. If you are confident, if you react really accordingly, and if you just really look at your next 5 moves rather than worry about what just took place, you're gonna notice that a lot of things will change for you. And there's always something you could do, right? So focus on the little thing that you can do in that situation. So even if you feel like, oh, I don't have a tire to, fix it with, what am I going to do? Pick out your phone, call the tow truck person, right? Do something. There's always something small you can do. And not only does this apply to this situation when it comes to the flat tire, this applies to anything, to business, to romance. There's always something you could do. I'll give you another example. Imagine like your spouse comes up to you and says, you know what? I'm unhappy with this relationship. I want a divorce. Like I'm thinking of the worst case situations, right? At that point, either you can be like, you know what? You suck. You know what? It's your fault. You know what? I want a divorce too, right? And you just blame them back. Instead, if you ask yourself, what is it that I can really do in the situation to help the situation, right? Instead of that, imagine if you're like, you know what, you're absolutely right. I am truly sorry. I really want to let you know that I love you, right? And I don't want to see you hurt. And of course, we've drifted apart during these years because my awareness and focus has been somewhere else. And I'll admit to my part, yeah, I haven't been perfect, but I just want to let you know that I do love you and I do care for you and that you mean the world to me. And I want to give this another shot. I want things to get better. So when we go out to dinner, have a little bit of dinner and let's talk. Let's talk about, getting back to the way things once were, right? So there's always something you can do and your focus, all you gotta do is put your focus on that. Don't worry about putting your focus on, the things that we don't control. Think of what you can't control and focus energy on that. Now, 9 of Wands, the Devil, 9 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. I see here right now that there's financial abundance here for you with that 6 of Pentacles, right? I see right now Spirit is trying to line things up for you so you get the financial independence you're looking for. You never have to worry about if you're going to get rich or if you're going to be able to pay off your bills because your angels, your guides, source energy, Spirit is always rooting for you. Spirit is the most powerful force in all the dimensions, not just the 3rd dimension, not just the universe, in all the dimensions, 5th, 6th, 7th, 7th, 12th, everything, right? And Spirit wants to see you succeed. Now, you're asking yourself, why the heck hasn't it happened yet? If Spirit wants to see me rich, why am I not rich yet? I thought Spirit was powerful. Very good question. You got the 2 9s right here, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. This is a synchronicity from your guides letting you know that you have to control what you think in order for it to work in your benefit, right? So for example, the one thing, like the way it works in this 3rd dimension is almost like imagine if right now I want to give you a glass of water. And imagine right now, Spirit wants to give you abundance. So Spirit and I are both, for example, trying to give you something. Imagine when I try to give you a glass of water, you smack my hand. And I'm like, what the heck? And you're like, give me the water. And I'm like, well, here you are. And then you smack my hand again. And I'm like, what the heck? Do you not want the water? Maybe you're not ready for water. Maybe you don't really want water. Why would you be smacking my hand? That's the exact same thing, right? So when when Spirit wants to give us abundance, and then what we do, rather than smack Spirit's hand, we create a limiting belief, a shadow, energy blockage, right? And spirit cannot, because of free will, spirit cannot and will not break that barrier. This is your life, right? So spirit can only just try to give it to you. But if there's a gate here, if there's an energy blockage here, spirit will not get through. The day that you open the gate up by punching in that code, which is really knowing what to do, boom, then spirit can give it to you. Then I can give you the water. And really opening that gate is just controlling the ego. We all have one. You have one, I have one. And what the ego does, bury shadows, create limiting beliefs, boogie, 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 fear, 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 don't do this for pick your reason why, you suck, you're no good, you have no money, you're not attractive, you're not funny, people laugh at you. Pick your, sound familiar, right? How do I know all this? Because my ego's the same way. Everyone in the comment section, our egos say the exact same thing. You will fail, don't do it, be scared, and then it tells you to expect change without doing anything to get change. Definition of insanity, the wrong person for the job. The ego is absolutely worthless as a leader. You don't want the ego leading. It will say no to everything. You will starve, you will be unhappy, nothing good will come from this. The ego is only good for the ego. The same thing as like your accountant is good at accounting. Your accounting is not your mechanic is not your doctor, right? The same thing. The ego has its own department. The ego is good for, say, if you're standing next to a cliff and it goes boogie, 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 fear, 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 be careful, you may fall off and hurt yourself. Great, thank you, ego, I needed that, right? Or if you climb a big tree, the ego's like, don't fall, you might hurt yourself. Great, appreciate the ego, thank you for that. I really did need to hear that because I would have thought I'm Superman and if I fall, nothing would happen. But when you want to ask someone on a date and the ego says, don't do it, they'll laugh at you. No, 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 no. That is not someone you get advice from when you ask someone on a date. You ask your soul what to do, right? You talk to your angels and guides. Angels and guides, what do I do? That's who you want to speak with, right? You got to be able to tell when your ego is helping you, right? That's what it comes down to, focusing on the small things. When you're focusing on what you can do in the situation, the ego is taken out of the equation. The ego always blurts out just straight nonsense, man. It's just like, it says stuff that is just shameful because it makes no sense. Don't start that business because, pick your reason, you don't have experience. Okay, well, how many millions of people in this world started businesses without experience and they turned out to be millionaires? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What are you saying, ego? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Now, the Sun, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Right now, like, does it get better than this spread for you? The more you trust your intuition, the more you trust your angels and guides, the more you really connect with your higher self, you're going to notice that you're getting downloads from your angels and they're telling you to really do things you're passionate about, do things that make you happy, do things that are sustainable. You'll start remembering things that you're good at. Start remembering things between the age of 5 and 10 that you love doing that you would do for free anyway. You'll start remembering what your true passion is. Did you like to write, draw? Did you like to act? Did you like to explore? What is that? And then you'll get a download showing you how to monetize what you do. For example, I love dogs. All I do is think of dogs, right? What I do, Alicia and I, all of a sudden we got a download, create a pet supplement line called Nested Pets, and we put it on Amazon.com. We're set, passive income, right? So we're doing stuff that we love. What else do I love? Tarot. Every single day I wake up, I connect with spirit. I meditate, journal, manifest, exercise, mind, body, and soul. Now what am I doing? Getting paid for it. I was doing this anyway. I'd be doing this anyway. So I monetized a passion. That's the energy that I pick up from you. I see you right now getting the downloads of doing the things that'll make you happy, doing the things that will change your life, and doing the things that will not only will improve your current situation, but improve the situation of your family and friends around you because you will be leading by example. I see you so happy by finally finding exactly what it is, not only that you love doing, but you're good at, that's sustainable, and that is compensating you well for it. You know your worth. You really will see what you truly are capable of. And I see not only once you doing this, you changing your life, but you changing the lives of the people around you as well, right? Everyone wants to lead the dance, but you know what happens when you start leading the dance, everyone will follow. Everyone wants to be around the winning team, I should say, but when you lead the dance, everyone will follow. Now, 2 Pentacles, 4 Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Spirit is also letting you know during this time, do not put any extra pressure on yourself. Go with the flow on this. Do not cause any resistance because we have to have you decisive. And that 2 Pentacles energy lets me know that any sort of wobbly energy right now is going to take us away from reaching what our goals are right now, which is really getting that financial independence. So if there's anything that you're doing that makes you feel like you're putting pressure on yourself, immediately go from serious to silly, right? That's what I like to do. If I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think of something and I hit an energy roadblock, rather than try to push through, I immediately get up and I start swinging my arms and start skipping like a little girl. I go against what my ego wants. My ego wants me to sit here and be scared. Not happening. I'm going to do the opposite. How about this? How about I stand up and I go skip around like a little girl and I start singing a Beyonce song? How's that sound, ego? Exactly. You know what I mean? Anyone who's courageous will go do that. I don't care about if I look cool. I care about if I get results. And the results are checking my ego and letting my soul become the CEO of my company, right? Run the show of Vince Enterprises, and that will get us the results. And I see that for you as well, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, hope you enjoyed your reading. 1,000 kisses. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Until next time. Ciao.